What's up? So, it's a couple days before the release of Modern Warfare 2, and a lot of people are fiending for videos, but to be honest, there's really not much to play right now. I'm thinking I may play a little bit of the mag beta, but besides that, there's really nothing worth starting up or playing. So what I decided to do is go into my fucking closet here, which honestly, I haven't really unpacked most of the stuff since I moved into this condo, and I want to check out some of my gaming stuff. A lot of people say, oh, you know, what stuff do you have? And in a previous video earlier this week, I showed the stuff that I have in my living room, but I haven't really been through this stuff since I moved in. And as you can see, well, first of all, let's get this keyboard out of the way. Here's a Genesis. I don't even know if this is my working Genesis or my broken Genesis. I have two of them. And, I mean, it looks like it's pretty good condition, but this might be the fried one. What's this? This is something I bought off the internet. It's supposed to play all Genesis games. It's like a fake Sega Mega Drive. It really doesn't work though. If you try to play most games on it, it doesn't boot them properly. But it has a couple games built in like Sonic and things like that. So for like the 20 bucks I paid for it, it was pretty cool. You can still play original Sonic and things with the original Sega controller. Oh, here's my PSP. Ah, I wondered where this was for a while. Let's see what's in here. So here's the PSP, and I've got Metal Slug Collection and Capcom Classics Collection Reloaded in here. I wonder if there's a game inside of it too. Let's see. I haven't looked at this thing for so fucking long. Seriously. I'm wondering, did I really sell Crisis Core? I don't remember selling it yet. Nope, I did not sell it, because here it is. Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. Which means that the case has to be somewhere around here somewhere. I knew I still had that game. I was like, I don't remember trading that game in. I never beat it. I got like halfway through. And it's Crisis Core is one of those games where you get addicted to it. It's more of like just mindless combat over and over and over and grinding and leveling with repetitive missions. It's definitely nothing like Final Fantasy VII was. This is poker chips, I think. A lot of people ask me about controller parts. What you got here... This is the base of a joystick that's basically used inside of an arcade machine or an American-style fighting game joystick. As you can see, this is the whole assembly. You've got the bottom assembly, which has the 4 cherry switches on it. You've got the shaft that goes in the top. And the reason I have these is about, what was it now? Jesus. It's got to be almost 4 years ago. I ran the East Coast Championships, which is annually the largest fighting game, video game tournament on the East Coast. I was the organizer that year, so I needed some spare parts and things just in case the cabinets broke down. That was held out in Dunedin, New Jersey at 8 on the Break Arcade. So I still have some leftovers. Since that time, however, the arcade scene has really just fucking fell apart. There's almost no arcades that anyone goes to anymore. And even 8 on the Break, it's still open, but it's nothing like it used to be. There aren't really a lot of tournaments or anything. What the hell? This is okay, we've got an audio-video cable stuck to the bottom of a keyboard. That's exciting. Sure everyone wanted to see that. Now what's this? Is this a real... This is one of my NES pads. And it's the original NES pad, as you can see. It's not one of those bullshit knockoffs. To my knowledge, it still works. I cleaned it recently. Well, I don't want to say recently. I'd say, you know, recently as when I lived back in my old place. I cleaned it off, so it looks pretty good. That's cool. What else do we got here? We got an original Genesis pad, the 3-button one. And I have 2 of these, I think. One of them works really well, and one of them doesn't work at all. So, what else do we got? Before I might not take all of this out. I just kind of wanted to see what was in here. Super NES pad, even though it's not really. See, it says Super 16-bit. It's a bootleg Super NES pad. It's all fucking torn apart, too, it looks like. However, here is the real Super Nintendo controller, the original one that came with the system. This was all beat up too, so... Oh wow, mini DV tapes. Remember when fucking camcorders used those? Actually, it wasn't that too long ago. Here's a random surge protector. And down here is my Super Nintendo. This is not my original Super Nintendo, mind you. My original Super Nintendo stopped working. I did buy one on eBay a few years back, and this is the one I bought. As you can see, most Super Nintendos look like shit now. For whatever reason, whatever pigmentation they used when they created these, the paint on it, it's just discolors over time. So if your Super Nintendo's ever been in the sun and it looks like shit, it looks yellow and nasty. That's why. Oh look, F-Zero randomly in here. I don't think there's any other games in here. That's it. I got more poker chips down there. Fucking random AV cables. This is like a SanDisk SD card adapter. I don't know what that's doing in there. I think that's it for this case. Alright, so I might actually leave my PSP out, but I don't know where the charger is for it at this point. And at this point, I don't even know what the charger looks like. How would I even know? Hold on a second. Let me see what the what the connector looks like. Standard yellow power connector. I've seen those on a bunch of Sony things before. I wonder if I can find the adapter for it. And I could actually use it again. I haven't used the thing in so long. I mean, PSP, I'm sorry guys, but PSP was such a disappointment. Everyone thought it was going to be a great system. It was going to play like PlayStation level games when it came out. And then the only games that were worth playing for the longest time were just rehashes of games that were on PS1. Until the point people finally got fed up and said, I don't want to fucking play the same PS1 games over and over. I already played them. Why the hell did they keep doing this? And then years and years later, after it had already been out and kind of flopped and no one was really buying it, then they started releasing, that's not the AC adapter for it, then they started releasing good games for it. Like these Metal Slug collections and things like that, and people liked those games, but too little too late. By then the Nintendo DS had outsold the thing like 20 billion to 1, and now they just released that new PSP, which also nobody fucking bought. I don't see the power adapter in here, that's a bummer. But I do know where my NES pad is now, so if I do ever want to play my Nintendo on the original controls, I know where it is. Let's get all this shit back in here. Alright, that's only bin number 1. And that one wasn't even like near full. That's the sad part. I got so much shit here that I moved and I never unpacked because I really don't have anywhere to put it. Alright, let's gonna check out some of these other bins now.